was sitting down to pray. I was sitting down praying. And I had to tell you something. So, we are employed by God. Yeah, let me say that again. We are employed by God. So when I say that, like, I was praying, okay? And I was praying, and the first thing I do is I start with gratitude. I start with, thank you. And then the next thing I was like, okay. And I think sometimes it's easy for me to okay, I pray for a great day. I pray for good, and then I was like, wait, instead of asking what God can do for me first, what if I asked, God, what can I do for you today? I'm employed by you. So what can I do for you? What act of service can I do, or how can I shine your light? How can I give? What can I do for you? So I was praying, and that's what came to my mind. I'm like, yes, like that's how. So I'm like, that's how we should change our prayer, the way we pray. Like, I'm like, okay, so first we start with gratitude, and I'm like, okay, yes, and then because you start with the gratitude, and then it's like, what can I do for you, Lord? Like, you do so much. You start off with gratitude. Like, you've done all this for me. Like, I'm so thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Instead of being like, I'm so thankful. Now, can you also make sure that this and this and this? And it's like, what can I do for you, God? Like, how can I shine your light? Like, how can I give? How can I be Jesus' character? Like, what do you think of that? So, yeah, I'm like, that's a good gratitude, act of service. How can we, because we are employed by God. And then next is, and I think, like, praying for ourselves isn't, it's not selfish. It's not, and when we pray for ourselves, it shouldn't be like, it's the way we talk about ourselves too. It's the way we, like, I got a prayer journal. So I've been praying and I've been writing it. And I think before I would write down almost like my struggles, like what I'm struggling with, as in, I pray that you help me with this, and I need help with this, and I almost like there was almost like a pity me type of prayer. Like I pray that you just help me through the day and I get through this. And my dogs are playing. And so thanks for coming over and chatting with me. So I was like praying, and I thought about it. If we reframed our prayer and said, like, help me to be patient and loving, and not even like help, but like help me to embody a patient, loving, kind, soulful energy, God. I pray that I embody the character of Jesus Christ, and I pray that I am giving to others, and I give first before I take on, before I give to you first, before I ask. And I pray that you help me to, is that like a little, just kind of like a little rampage, a little, like, give me discernment, I pray for abundance and love and joy, and I pray that you help me to see the light in everyone that you do, and to be patient and kind with everyone I come into contact with. And I pray that you help me to be patient with my boys and give them the love and quality time and playful energy that they deserve. And I pray for quality time with my family, and a good energy, and just kind of getting into that instead of like, gosh, I just pray that it's not even like I'm saying that we do this, but I think it's easy for me to just get kind of like, help me, pray for a good day, pray that, and it's like, yeah, but it's like, what if you embody, like, I pray that you embody this and this, and and it's like, when that's, God's gonna give you that. That's what, that's what it's gonna come, and you're gonna embody that character that you are praying for. Pray for the character that you want to be. And I'm like, yes, and I was just thinking, I'm like, yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna change it. So that's how I'm gonna, change the way I pray, and also praying for others, but not even in a sense of, because sometimes, have you ever thought like, I pray, gosh, I really pray that you help them get what they need, Lord. And it's like, well, why aren't you helping them get what they need? You're praying God does it. Okay, so maybe you can't. You personally, on your own, can't help that person on your own. Can you get 10 other people to help you and help these people? Instead of praying, hey, Lord, I pray that you help so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so. Well, what are you doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? How are we helping them? What, baby? What's wrong? What? I mean, like, how are we helping them? What are we doing for God? God is gonna use us when we, and then when we are used by God, we are filled by God. Our cup is overflowing. Does that make sense? I'm just like, yes. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Are we going to change the way we pray? Are we going to give ourselves to God first before we ask what He does for us?